So this Bissell vacuum is in need of a service. It's pretty dirty. I'm not really certain there's much wrong with it outside of it being clogged. People throw away their vacuums around here for all sorts of simple reasons like that, but I'm going to show you guys how to service and clean out one of these, clean up the filters too. So the very first thing we'll do is pull off the dirt container, and we've got all kinds of stuff inside there, so let's clean that up. So one point that I would like to make with these kinds of machines is they are sold at a price point where it is, in the customer's eyes, more beneficial to just, when the belt breaks or when they clog it up, to just throw it away. So please keep that in mind. I'm not entirely sure what they sucked up with this. It looks like a combination of house insulation, maybe a little bit of drywall, which you should be using a shop vac for, but let's turn it on, see if it at least turns on. So that's a clog. The belt is still working. You guys can see that. There's a clog somewhere in this. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably inside of where this tube goes. That's normally where these Bissells like to clog. Hoovers do too. And again, if it's not a broken belt, normally what happens is people clog their machines up and then they get rid of them. I'm just going to pull the bottom plate off. Let's see what awaits us in here. Bottom plate's not too bad. Well, there's two things I like about these Bissells. One, parts are very cheap for them across the board. And you can't buy things like a motor, at least in most of the other Bissells I've messed with. But stuff like brush rolls, belts, hoses, tubes, whatever, they're pretty cheap. So that's kind of a good thing for the end user, even though most people, like I said earlier, just throw this stuff away. But stuff like these wheel assemblies are only like 10 bucks. You can even buy them straight from Bissell, or maybe they'll send you one if your machine's still under warranty. You can find these brush rolls on Amazon for pretty cheap, and that's honestly where I would go. I think they sell them for like $25 off their website. I wouldn't even bother with that. But let's take this tube off. No clogs in there. That's all right. It's definitely dirty. I'll run the hose through that. So what we probably have going on here is a clogged main filter in the dirt canister. People will run these until they mess up and then they'll get rid of them. It's typical. So I'm just going to cut all this hair off of the brush roll with the box cutter is what I typically use. It's actually not even hair, I don't know what it is. But this one spins nice and freely. All I'm gonna do here is just spray this off, some alcohol. The easiest way to stick these belts back in You want to make sure that this motor shaft is clear of any rubber too. So if you burn the belt off, you just want to make sure that that's clean. You can get a piece of sandpaper and very carefully polish that with the motor running. Like I said, very carefully. And these bottom plates like to break a lot too. I mean, you guys can see they're really flimsy, really cheaply made. They are not made to last. And before I forget, I want to put the wheels back on. These just slide right back in just like that. You have that notch down here. Just kind of rock it back. So what I'm actually going to do with the rest of the body on this, just to clean it up, is hit it with a bunch of compressed air, my air compressor. That usually cleans things up. So now the fun part. This filter is probably clogged. And indeed, that's very likely where our problems are coming from. So we're going to bring this outside. I'm going to clean this off with the hose. You can wash it really any which way you want. And we're going to completely disassemble a cyclone. Let's take out these 3 screws. All right, so we're going to take all of this outside to the hose. So now I'm just going to move them out into the sun and just let them dry. This is keyed. It goes on one way. This can only go in one way. Just line the tangs up. Just like that. This is still a little damp, so I'll leave this out a little bit longer. Should be okay in a little bit. So this is all dry now. And we're just gonna reinstall this. It is important to keep these filters clean. They are cheap though. In all honesty, you can get this one and then the HEPA filter from Bissell for like 12 bucks as of the last time I checked. But that's more or less how you would service one of these. Pretty simple, takes a Style 7 belt. The filters and everything else you can find on Bissell's website. So there's also another issue with this. I think because that they were running it the way they were, they kind of messed the motor up because it does have suction, but listen to the motor. So the motor in this is obviously bad. Now, because I've already cleaned this one up, mostly, I still need to detail it a little bit more. And this will be a second video, but this motor needs to be replaced. And I have hopefully a good one in this machine, which is in much worse condition cosmetically, but the motor's probably fine. So we'll replace it in another video.